Thanks for stopping by today. Today I'm working on the F150. Last couple months has been giving us troubles. It'll run for a couple days and it'll give us a crank and no start. I changed the fuel pump on it, that didn't fix it. Changed the battery, that didn't work. Changed the spark plugs, wires, and distributor cap, and rotor, that didn't help. Today I'm going to try the coil and see if that'll do it. A couple other people on the YouTube had the same problem. They went through a bunch of different things and none of them were the same, so these parts ain't really that expensive, and this is an older 1996. It's probably not going to hurt to replace them anyway. These screws are 7/32 on this. I thought they were 1/4 inch. I'm hopeful this will fix it, but from what I've seen on the YouTube videos, it could be the PCM, could be the crankshaft positioning sensor. Replace enough things, it's got to fix it eventually. One other one, they replaced the distributor with something messed up in the distributor. See a lot of corrosion on top of this coil, so my guess it was more than one thing wrong with it. I'm jumping back and forth trying to figure out what the heck's wrong with it. Another part coming in tomorrow. The control module. If this don't do it, it's probably unlikely that this is bad, but it only stalled out 2 times, so it's not like we were driving and it stalled out. It only happened twice. Just usually would run for 2 or 3 days, you think it's okay, then it would crank and no start. I'm hopeful that this will fix it, but you just never know. Now, get all this crap out of the way. That didn't fix it. I was hopeful. Replaced the battery, the fuel pump, now the coil, distributor cap, rotor, wires, plugs. I'm running out of options here. So I'm getting in the control module tomorrow. So I'll try that and put that on there, see if that does it. Alright, loose. Down on the bottom. That one. I don't know why they need to be that freaking long. Boy. The screws holding this module in is a real thin wall socket. I believe it's 7/32. Here's a socket I ground down to change that module. It ended up breaking off. Just took this Allen wrench, stuck it in there like this, and I used that to get that out of there. Top part of this was too fat to go down in the hole. Here's the old module. Here's a regular socket. See, it won't go down in there all the way to get the bolt. I took that and ground it down so it would fit in there all the way. It worked to get the job done, but I think they have a regular tool for that. What do I do with the other screws? Oh, they're up there. That one is. Get it started, and then I'll start the other one. Cross our fingers. We ordered the distributor and replaced it. Unfortunately, I had no video of that. It done the trick. It fixed the truck. There's a pickup coil that was inside the old one that was bad. Symptoms were that the coil was making a clicking noise. So if you get that in yours, that's probably the same problem. Now here's the distributor we took out of the truck. In the bottom here, there's a piece that the new one didn't come with. It looks like a piece of an Allen wrench that goes in there. It just slides in there. So we pulled it out of this old one and put it in a new one. The bottom of the distributor is a shaft that looks like this. It looks like an Allen wrench, but it's just straight. It don't have the angle. It's just a cut straight piece. And it slides in the bottom of that distributor. It's about how big it is. Only trouble I really had with it was getting to the screw that holds this down. You can see down in there, that's the screw to take it out of there. It's 1/2 inch. It's really difficult to get down in there to get to it. Make sure whenever you pull this up, it rotates a little bit. So you just have to make sure you keep an eye where that's lined up before you pull it out of there. And it was a little difficult getting it back in there too. I didn't want to cram it in there. I think on the new one that was kind of tight around here, I had to play around with it. We ended up putting a little bit of lubrication on the gear and messed around with it for a while, and it went in there. But where this wiring goes in there, there's a little piece in there that's called a pickup coil. The pickup coil was sending false information to the coil, and it wasn't allowing it to start. That takes the place of what it used to be points back in the old days. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that was bad. We replaced the whole thing. I was just going to replace the pickup coil, but it was like about $65, and the whole distributor was close to $100, so it probably would have just been as hard replacing this pickup coil because you can't really get down in there and work on it. The old plug-in was a little hard to get disconnected also, and I had to tap up on it after I got that bolt loose. The distributor was kind of seized in there a little bit, but it come out. The screw that holds this little plate, it was really difficult getting in there to put the screw back in. It probably took us about an hour and a half to get it put in there. Unfortunately, I didn't get no video of it, but that was the problem all along. We spent a lot of money on other parts, but it's an older truck, and replacing the parts, it was probably due for it anyway. So we got it fixed and we got it running. We didn't end up buying the distributor. That was about $100. Parts Geek. We bought a lot of parts from them. Everyone's been the right one so far, so I'm pretty impressed with their delivery service and their product. Thanks for following along. We'll see you in the next video.